offered an alumni interview at your dream school, then congratulations are in order. You're one step closer to getting in. But now is no time to slack off. You need to prepare. In order to make a good impression, you have to go into your interview with an air of professionalism. In this video, we'll show you how to nail any interview by going over some essential interview do's and don'ts. First, let's go over the don'ts. Watch the following clip of an interview that didn't go so well, and look out for what the interviewee did wrong.
I'm so sorry I'm late. Hi.
It's okay. Take a seat. How are you doing?
Good, good. I went to this party this weekend. It was really good. It was a wild time.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Why don't you start by telling me why you want to go to Yale?
Oh, Yale. I mean, I've heard it's a really good school. It's one of the Ivy League schools, and my parents said to go to an Ivy League school. I don't know much more about it. It's in New York, right? I've heard really good things. I've always wanted to go to school in New York. Yeah.
All right. So next question is...
Let's talk about what happened during this interview. As you saw, the interviewee showed up late and was dressed unprofessionally. Right off the bat, these factors give a bad impression to an interviewer. You look unprepared and like you don't really care. The interviewee was also a bit too overfamiliar. Some basic small talk is fine, but don't give too many intimate details or overshare in an inappropriate way. One of the biggest problems with this interview was that the interviewee showed up uninformed. Before you go in, make sure you do research about the school. Bringing follow-up questions is definitely encouraged, but you need to have some base knowledge. Lastly, and this is an easy one, don't check your phone during an interview. This is completely unprofessional and shows that you aren't really valuing the interviewer's time. All right, now that we've seen one that isn't so successful, let's look at an interview that went a little bit better.
You can come in. Hi.
I'm Mary Beth.
Hi, Mary Beth. It's nice to meet you too. Thank you for being early.
Oh, yeah.
So let's start with an easy one. Why are you interested in Yale?
Oh, I want to study neuroscience, and Yale has a really good neuroscience program. I've been looking at the website, and I'm really interested in working with Amy Arnston at Arnston Labs. Her work with Alzheimer's and other PFC disorders are very fascinating to me. Outside academics, I really like how Yale has divided its dorms into residential colleges, and I think it'll make it seem smaller for me and help me make more friends.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of great information. I know that Yale has a really great psychology and neuroscience department. And I agree about the residential colleges. I lived in Pearson College while I was there, and it really enhanced my college experience. So before we dive into deeper questions, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, so why did you decide to attend Yale?
As you can see, the beginning of this interview went a lot smoother. The interviewee showed up early and made a great first impression by dressing professionally and shaking the interviewer's hand. Asking questions is a great way to show someone that you're listening and are interested in learning more from them. Though these examples were short and didn't show the full scope of an interview, the point still stands. It's extremely important to position yourself as a professional who's really interested in what you're interviewing for, in this case, a school. Remember to answer each question thoughtfully. Many questions an alumni interview will ask you will be broad in scope and maybe a bit difficult to answer. It's completely fine to take a few seconds to get your thoughts together and answer in a clear and succinct way. My last, but certainly not least piece of advice is to always send a follow-up message. Within 24 hours, send a message to the interviewer thanking them for their time, sharing what information you found most interesting, and asking them to contact you if they have any further questions. Interviewing is an extremely important part of the college admissions process. It can be incredibly nerve-wracking, but just remember to be prepared, follow these do's and don'ts, and you're sure to succeed. Good luck!